Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration. As I look at this moving, I need to produce more glass. I need to deal with that, but it can probably wait. Today, I have 2 more components of rocket parts to set up. And I need to make a rocket launch pad. But other than that, I've got most of the stuff needed to launch. I think they're satellites. And get that moving today. Hello. Everything will go well today. I need to fix this glass production. I hope you're doing well. I need to make at least one of these in concrete, okay. Because I can see why this isn't enough glass. Well, it is time consuming, but hopefully you're able to do it as more in the future if you want. Oh, I'm bad at phrasing stuff. This is not set up well. Okay, this is not gonna work, so let's do that. Yeah, lots of... There's so much... infrastructural work that needs to be done in this process. Can't do that, okay. That can go... do I want this? Okay, it's fine to distribute this better. There's just so much. I guess you were doing a generic rail system. I'm glad you mentioned trains. I forgot that I don't have anything set up to supply that with fuel. So even ignoring all the other issues, I need to worry about that. HPs and blues. Excellent. Yeah, I think it might be something that I can figure out. They'll have to figure out. I think I want to set up the stop. It's a question of whether I want to make it before or after the station. I don't think it matters yet. It's probably better for it to be after the station, because then it will, if it somehow runs out of fuel because I messed up, it'll die in this area, hopefully. I'd have to get the stop here, probably. It might need to be a really long section in case multiple trains pull off at the same time. So if I go into unsorted and look at fuel parameter, then I add conditions for a fuel level. If that's greater than or equal to 50, it would stop at a stop that I build, and then leaves if it, yes, less than, thank you. And I might do 75, just, it doesn't really matter. I might as well do full, but depends on how I fill the fuel at the stop. So this will pull it off of its actual path. It'll interrupt what it's doing to send it to the target station that doesn't exist yet. Which means that I need to build a station before I can do anything more. What's my power? Power's fine. So my rails are producing here. Ooh, yeah, my glass is not nearly fast enough because I don't have those. Okay. I'm kind of surprised that's not enough sand. I guess I need a whole lot more than I thought. But I can do that here. That'll be fine. I guess I need to be careful. I'll need some sort of... I need to make sure that it fills up enough fuel. If I'm gonna have the fuel only resupply... Oh, I'm not outputting fast enough, fair enough. That's why it's not supplying enough. That makes sense. Actually, that is fine. That makes a lot more sense. I'm not pulling the sand out fast enough. Oh yeah, that shouldn't be there. Okay, that makes 100 times more sense. Okay, so I need to make a train station. But if I make... Eventually, it's probably good to have multiple fuel stops? Or have a... Or I set up an interrupt that's kind of flexible. So that it's... if it gets 90% of the way to its location and it still has 50 fuel, I just need to set up an appropriate level. Yeah, that's what... As long as I refuel it high enough and the refuel count or the interrupt is low enough. Like it only leaves the station when it's higher than when it's full. If I set it up that way, if I can. Okay. Just do the interrupt here for now. Trains. It's... Like, I assume that if I have a train, it goes past the interrupt, it starts going up here, and then it drops below fuel. I assume it will just sort of loop and not finish the job. But will it actually realize that it's going to go through there anyway and finish that first? If so, then it's a lot simpler. If not, then I need to be more careful. Okay, so I'll have to make sure I'm careful about that. Oh no, it will properly, you think? Which is gonna help. I figure out where I want to put this stop. I could probably do 2 stops here. Why did that? What am I confusing myself with? Oh, I'd have to put both to change the color? I do, okay. Okay, so it will at least be a little reasonable. I don't think it's necessary here, but I should probably do the chain signals. I don't have... Okay, to remember how to switch... rotate next active, shift number next active. I do... Yeah, I should get rail stuff onto its own page. This is probably longer than it needs to be. I'm thinking about having spaces for multiple, but that's probably a little silly. I'd rather take up more space than too little in this context. Yeah, I was just thinking if I set it up poorly, I guess I just have to set a limit of 1, and then nothing else will try to go here if another one's going here. No, I could leave it. I can leave it long in case I make longer trains later. It's a bad excuse, but I'm probably never going to make longer trains. Yeah, like, I was thinking about, let's leave that there, let's figure out the link later. I was just considering, if multiple get directed here, and then I just have stops behind, they at least won't crash. But it's probably better to have multiple. Multiple available stops if necessary. Oh yes, I just remembered. You still need to put these at stops, which is... I'm pretty sure you still need to, like, add those around stops, which is weird. Because they themselves don't separate. I need more electronic circuits. I will use fast inserters. Though, it's probably still a bad idea just from an efficiency point of view. This is also not a good idea. This hopefully should work. Let's have to figure out how to do all the specifications, I guess. It's also not enough of a buffer, so maybe I should... This makes how I laid this out bad, but... So this will be... fuel, train limit 1, that's fine. Then, this train, I will change this to... I mean, 20 is probably more than enough for refuel, and then it waits until full fuel. And that's it. This should reference any type of fuel. So if it's less, I guess I can test this by stealing fuel. Yeah, I tried to keep it. I guess these are still pretty big. I think the buffer is worth it. Oh, an important caveat. We should prioritize right here. My copper, I need to worry about my copper soon, because I'm not distributing that properly. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. And if I eventually switch to a different fuel, I won't have to change anything because it's fine, which is nice. So if I take this, take out all that fuel and be a little wasteful. It's not enough. Math 4. I care more about the testing than the efficiency. Yeah, it'll be all about how it refuels. Okay, so temporary refuel. It should pull off here. It might still have issues with other things. I would not be surprised. Full fuel is a lot more fuel than I thought. I forgot that there's 3 spaces here. I should have done 100. That's fine. It's not going to be an issue. Perfect for now. Good point, yes. As long as I... Can I do a percentage? I could select a signal. I don't think I can do a percentage. You would just have to be reading. That liquid buffer is very good. That filled up very quickly. Yeah, I could try to set up some weird signal-based thing, but it's probably better to just, if I switch to rocket fuel, then just adjust it. Then... But even, actually, if I just reduce this to 15. If that's reduced to 15, then rocket fuel... 3 stacks of rocket fuel is 30, and that might still be fine. Because I set it to full fuel. Unless rocket fuel... Yes. Actually, that's a great point for the test. 2 fuel. And these are 10 megajoules if I were using some other type of fuel. I mean, I won't be using vulcanite or vitamelange. Like, I won't use any of those. Nuclear fuel. Nuclear fuel would be a problem. But I don't think I'm using nuclear fuel anytime soon. And 20... These are 10, so I used 20 megajoules, so... Yeah, it'll be easy. Yeah, 10 makes sense. I can agree. I need to check nuclear fuel, though. Like, what kind of research is that? Fuel? Oh, it's just the Korvac. Kovarex. That sounds really fun, though. 250% acceleration. But the train should run smoothly, which means that it's time to focus on getting rockets and stuff to send to space, I shouldn't be consuming all of my concrete. I need 1,000 for the rocket silo. I say that, but I don't have the space right now, so... Oh yeah! Very, very big box. Probably quite convenient. I set up stuff for this. I need... inputs. So I need small motors, small electronics, steel plates. These should be going into a chest for now. Just to keep production moving. Oh yeah, like... you won't have to wait for the Covarex to get going, which will be... I mean, hey, how's it going? Okay, still super underutilized, but my glass is fine. Good. Okay, I'm gonna try to drop all these rails. I should make one of these warehouses to store excess rails. Okay, so gotta collect a bunch of components to slowly craft those motors, because they will take a little bit. Oh wow. I regret in the past not building... Oh yeah, the motors are way to the right, I forgot. I regret not building proper concrete floors everywhere. Okay, 9 stacks should be plenty. But there's nothing better than overkill. Because then you can forget about it until it becomes a problem, and then you regret it at that point. So that's that. I need the circuits and the steel plates. Steel is over here, and circuits are... that should be enough, I hope. Down this way. Yeah. I feel... there's some things like the rails are kind of... to me, rails feel like a bit of a logistics item dump. Like, I come here, I take 5 stacks, I only need 2. By the time I'm back, it's full up and I can't store anymore. I should probably just do this, so that when I take them, they don't keep producing. That's probably the better choice. Ooh. These are getting drained. I need to up the production. Good. Good problem. Just need to copy and paste it a few times. Maybe twice. Oh wait, no, I'm not producing enough stone. Okay. Yeah. This will be my... that'll get me the motors. I just need to store them. This is not a good way to do this, but... I just... The issue that rails are so cheap that I feel like I want to produce... Oh, I'm under outputting. Fair enough. It's not a good reason to overproduce. Is this fast enough? It goes... Yes, it is. Good. Is it fast enough now? No, it isn't. Circuits and gears. Oh yeah, but... That's past me's fault. Don't need that glass, but I want 2 bulk. Oh, I don't need the bulks, but my circuit flow has been fixed. I need to pay a lot more attention to stuff like this. Like, I wasn't paying attention to the fact that I was not removing the stone tablets fast enough. I'm glad I checked, but I should have noticed sooner. Copper is being slightly underproduced? No. No, it should be fully producing. I'm just drawing too much off of this one line, which means I need more soon. Yeah, I have too much drawing off of one line of copper. I guess. It is probably time to red belt. Oh yeah, because this is this a problem for my current goal? It will be. So I definitely should set up red belts, but I also want to at least get the next step. Oh wait, those stack to 10. Okay, that's fine. I want to at least get the next step laid out. Sulfur, stone tablets, and steel plates. I don't want to do that. So I guess I am gonna go do basic red belts. Get some amount of automation on that. So this is where I'm currently doing belts. I did not leave too much space above, but I do have some. Turn the robots back on. I mean, this can be easily adjusted to make more. I just need to plan a little. Yeah, well, I'm probably gonna want... The copper is a problem, and it will continue to be a problem if I don't fix it, so it's probably better to fix it. So, if I want red belts, I need gears? I just need gears and normal transport belts. It is a 1-to-1 from belts to belts, which is good. That's a nice number. Because I will leave it too long and then I'll forget, and then I'll make a separate smelting thing for copper and it will be a problem. I guess if I just massively produce... Do I have any electric circuits nearby? No, I don't. Splitters won't go well, but I can delay fast splitters for a little bit. Or like bulk fast splitters. Fast undergrounds are easy. I have a gradual... I can make a gradual trickle pretty simply. I just need gears. I'm vastly over producing gears for what I actually need for belts, so I can just repurpose these. That will get me gears. That might not be enough gears, but it'll be enough to have a little. Yeah. The bots. I think without the request chest, I think I can live without effective bots for a little longer. If I could have the request stuff, I would probably be all over getting that set up, but so I should really be making passive providers at this point as my generic chest of choice. Because eventually having these actually provided to me will be good. I think I'm gonna do just kind of a bad setup. Very base. How am I gonna route? Okay, this can route up. This will be a bad routing choice, but it'll be incredibly slow, but I will have... That's so expensive in terms of iron. Wow. $40 gear wheels is so much. Anyway, temporarily move this. I don't really need many of these, ideally, moving forward. Priority left. Don't want to do this. Yeah. I mean, I've just been delaying it, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Like, I should have probably set up red belts. Oh, actually, no, this is not... Ah, it's fine, it doesn't really matter. Well, no, I should do it all on one side, because it doesn't really matter yet. Like, I delayed doing reds, I'll delay doing blues beyond the point that I should, and it will, without a doubt, cause problems. But in spite of that, I will do it I will knowingly do that anyway. These can definitely be normal. Like, I really should have something producing fast inserters for me, because they're so good. But I really don't want to craft circuits. In this location. It's not a great spot. I really overdid my yellow belts. I don't think it will be a problem. Okay, that at least exists. It's probably fine. Beyond the general material sink that this will be for iron, cannibalizing the production of yellow belts should be fine for the foreseeable future. Because honestly, if I don't have enough yellow belts to need them here, then I don't need the gears, so it should manage itself. Especially if I do that. That'll just sit. Next. I can't upgrade already placed furnaces, can I? It'd be nice if I could. But I either need to pick them all up and craft them, or craft a bunch of extras, and then I can use the ones I pick up to replace them. It'll be easier to replace the successive ones, so. It's probably best to just do this. 24, 48. It's 48. 24 per side, I think. I'm probably short on steel. I'm definitely short on steel. Why is the steel this way? Because my distribution of iron is bad because I'm low on iron. I'm definitely low on stone bricks. See, I don't have enough iron here because I have exactly one pretty bad design. I have 3 drills that were supplying my steel line, because the entire remainder got used up making rails, probably. I need to set up a train for iron soon. Not really. That's worth just doing with belts. There's no reason to do a train for that short of a distance. I love trains and everything, but it's a waste of time to do it for that far. No, that's a bad idea. I dumped all my drills somewhere. 50 is enough. Should grab more assembling machines. And replace this chest. And limit my assembling machines. Yeah. That would be a good What even... Ooh, this is a flaw. If I wanted it to loop down here... I wanted this intersection to be more applicable. But in this case, I probably should just have this path be the return path. And then have that be able to go straight. That would probably be better than this, because currently if I want it to get the iron down here, it would go up and down, or make another line that connects here. Yeah, setting up a dedicated train iron smelting area would be good. Oh, convenient. But I think, as much as I love trains, I think if I want to launch a rocket in the next 2 hours, I probably can't spend the time setting up a train stop for iron. It's also really dense. That's a very good vein, I think. Yeah, like, I think maybe that's probably a valuable thing to do before leaving on any sort of interplanetary voyage. Oh, I didn't go far enough. There has to be a better way to lay out drills, because this is kind of a weird method. Oh. Hello. How are you? I'm not going to even try to count this for now. I'm just going to... connect all these as is. Like, I think this is not the... I guess it's power... Oh wait, that one was too far apart. How'd that happen? These were supposed to be one closer. Because you do need one space between them, right? Until you have, like, substations to maybe work with. Which I probably could have substations. Oh, good point. Undergrounds. I really didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about undergrounds. Well, I guess I didn't think about undergrounds because I don't like how that looks. Which is not really important for a mining structure that's not going to be stared at. I keep placing these too far apart somehow. I think I'll leave it this way for the moment. Okay, well that's all my drills. Yeah, like, efficiency is important, but I can't imagine it's a hugely meaningful improvement. Yeah, like, would it be... Oh, I wonder if... Sorry, I'm gonna pause. If I go... Okay, I can't do it now. There's ways to disable being able to rewind that might help if I did that, I think. I think I've heard there's issues with being able to rewind that causes that can cause problems. Okay. $13 and $15. These probably can distribute reasonably. I don't think this is optimal at all. I'm just kind of getting something that should work. So, do you have to work with a large, like, patch of stuff to build to make the blueprint in the first place, or can you actually build it even without, or can you do it in like any patch because it's flexible? But that might have something to do with the like relative placement stuff. On top of how to position it. Made a bad choice. Reline. Okay, that's not what I wanted that to do. Okay, I hate these robots building this. I should never have built these shadows. I'll do this in a moment. I'm gonna draw this first. I can actually... See, you can only... But you have to place that on a vein of some variety, which means the stone vein's probably the best for that. Ooh, I don't actually have space here, do I? I guess I can run this up here and then over. Welcome. Okay, it's probably best to do this. I am not going to input this very effectively. I'm just going to get this lined up real quick and before I focus on anything else. That could be a problem. So get rid of that for now and fix it later, hopefully. And this is not efficient, but I'll disconnect it there. Yes. Wow, time is an illusion. I don't know how time is an illusion. I don't know what the premise behind that philosophy is. Oh yeah, I got distracted. I was gonna craft these, but I didn't have stone bricks. I was just gonna run this here. It feeds into the line, so it's fine for now. Yes. If you're afraid of time, it will be my... Okay, that's fine. It's a very long line that I don't really know. I guess, if it's fun. Okay. Do I have that stone? Okay, I'll go to the stone after I set this up. Okay. And then I'll figure out the tiling replacement, though with big drills eventually that won't matter, but it'll still be useful early. Okay, can I see it? It is not working because I don't have power. Why is that not connected? Where's the break in the line? Oh, this is not actually connected to anything. That's why. Now it should be connected. Okay, good. I should get iron coming in, and I should be good for now. And then I can go down to the stone and do the blueprinting. I don't have any drills, but I can do the blueprinting with the shadow. Okay. So is it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2... No, width. Not that it... I mean, it can rotate. Okay, going back. 3 length space. 1 power pole on either side. So like power poles here and here with belts running through. Then go in Blueprint Market for tiling. which is relative snap to grid. So that it doesn't. So then I remove the height and reduce it to 8. And so that will... Wait, what? How does that work? Okay, I can add it here and actually give it a name, but... Tiling mining. Oh, it's the grid size for the snapping. Okay. So it doesn't include those when you're using it and dragging it around, it doesn't include those, but it still places them. Okay. That makes sense. That will be very convenient in the future. Okay, is the iron moving? It is. Good. Yeah, because I don't even have to be careful. Very convenient. Thank you for that. No, it's equivalent of 9 o'clock. I still have about 2 hours for what I'm aiming for. Oh, controlled override belts machines. I didn't know about that one. The shift override has always been useful. But I didn't know about the machine override. That's also quite valuable. The iron is doing well. The iron is supply. That doesn't look right. Why am I under? That looks like it's not doing enough. Oh, that's why. I could press control there and it would be quite useful. There, that is a better distribution. Oh yeah, I have that there. That's why this was actually supplying stuff. Okay. This should now work as intended. Yeah, that looks better over here. Good. I didn't change anything. My copper's doing better now, which means I must have been just barely over consuming copper, and something backed up and it's no longer doing anything. Because now there's no need for more copper. Oh, that's good. But maybe not consistent. Maybe. I don't know if I will go back to Timberborn. I might. I'd intended to, just... For me, this gets most of the... This covers most of what I enjoy about that. Though Timberborn has the sort of style in dealing with flooding and stuff that's kind of neat. I'm going to set up in this area. I just haven't gotten back to it because it hasn't drawn me back in. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to make heat shields, which are 3 items. A lot of stone tablets, sulfur steel, 10-second craft, Yeah. Oh yeah, the red circuits are totally full. Weird. That's good. Change to get sidetracked. Pipes, concrete, steel plates. I should have basically all of that. Got 100 motors. I need some advanced electronics, which are over here. Concrete and steel plates. These are still there. I'll leave those there forever. The iron is... I could scale up the iron, and it would be beneficial. Boom. Rocket silo building. I'll have to figure out where to place it. When you were building your binary star system, did it... I'm assuming you mean in a simulating program and not just creating it in your mind. Because if it's in a simulating program, did it have any issues with making it work how you wanted it to? Okay, so I have stone here. I probably can steal stone bricks from there, but that might cause problems long term. Should probably just set up stone bricks here. Yeah, that seems doable. Ah, so far you haven't had any issues. Hopefully. It'll fit. I don't really need the full thing. I'll have to turn off the RoboPort before I place it down. Okay, turn off the RoboPort. Figure out. I want this to output downwards. The current setup operates on input at the top, output at the bottom. Destroy that. That should be more than enough. I don't have coal. I have fuel though. Okay. Split some of this and split some of this. And 20 of those. That's twice as much as I needed. I'm bad at math. No problem with creatively or... I don't know what you mean by apparently in that, but maybe it's interpretable. Technically? I do not know. Oh yeah, I should probably stop that for now. It's a lot of belts, but not enough belts. And undergrounds. Good. 150 undergrounds is pretty usable. It's actually kind of, I think in terms of places to use the technically, that feels more appropriate than it often would be. Because like, I use technically incorrectly all the time. Okay. Probably best practice to split these so that I can repurpose them. Should have pulled it over here, but I'm gonna live with my bad decision. Power poles are always their own type of nuisance. I really need to automate them. And that's where a logistics network would really come in handy. Oh, train damage. Still getting pretty lucky on these meteors so far. Apple hook is very silly. Never really gonna use it beyond when I occasionally think about it. This is supplied, these are fueled, producing. The stone is kind of sparse. I should go fix that with the easy solutions. But this was to get stone tablets. Over there. I think I will produce tablets here. Oh, so many barrels of garbage that are gonna have this exclamation mark pop up. Wrong one. Probably I should have this supplying differently. Belts. Ooh, yeah, the stone is not doing too hot. 1, 2, 3. That's a fair way to go. Wait. Actually, I forget. Is the moon bigger than Mars? The moon is big. But if the moon is smaller than Mars, then it's not a very descriptive way to phrase it. To say one is smaller and one is between the size of Mars and the moon. I just can't remember. Because the moon is very big compared to Pluto. Which is why Pluto is not a planet, but if I can run this horizontally here. That's clear. That's clear enough. I think I produce the rocket fuel here. Rocket fuel is in the chemical plant? Nope, it's in the fuel thing, isn't it? It's in this weird structure. I probably only need 1 or 2 of these total. Bricks, motors, pretty easy. Yeah. Oh yeah. It is a lot of light fuel that needs to convert. Yeah, my stone is not doing great. I need to up that. That should be more than enough of those. Then while I do that, I need more drills and I can get more. Oh, wait. It's not even the issue of stone here. I'm just using more than I can supply with 1 belt. Yeah, that is a very splintered off stone mine. I didn't realize how far from the source that was. Okay, now I can figure out this area a little bit. Just remember to dump all the ore into these. Yeah, the fuel I need a lot of. It's all gonna be easy to set up. I just need to supply enough. Yeah, actually I'll stop. It means that I won't need to produce as much petroleum anymore. That's way too much. Yeah, the petroleum, I probably won't be producing as much petroleum from the light gas as long as the rocket fuel production is running. Okay, blueprint tile mining. Probably rotate it. Okay, starting. Start here. That last one's bad, but This doesn't line up well, but it is a lot better than doing it. Oh, I should have rotated it so it was going the right direction on the belts. That's fine. I just need to pay more attention in the future. It's way better than doing it manually. This is wasted. That's funny. I can enter these from this side, but I can't enter them from the front. That's fine, whatever. I'll just let it go. It didn't work perfectly because the tiling was not right, because I already had stuff placed down. But I'll fix it as necessary. Not really a good use of resources how I did this, but yeah, okay, something's wrong with what I did. I need to change how I set up the poles. An hour and a half. Plenty of time. Let's do inputs on the right. This is solid fuel. Yes, if I actually want it to run 100% speed, which is not necessary. This will be far from fast enough. But I don't imagine there's a reason to even try to run it at 100% speed. Where are my pipes? They're over here. These should be switched to a passive provider, but that's a big chest. Which is, again, probably not necessary, but... Okay, I set those numbers to... Those are both too high. What would benefit the most from speeding up? Otherwise I'm going to carry these steel furnaces in my inventory forever. Okay, just got confused for a second there, I think. So I can get my fuel going. Oh, because I cut the level above. Stone is slightly better, mostly because it's just not being used. Why not just do it this way for now? Kinda no reason not to. It'll be easy to shift later. For now, this will just be the worst setup with no potential for scaling up at all. Oh yeah, you don't really want to eat. You don't want to eat scales. Oh, that's not important. That's way more than enough rocket fuel. So much more than enough rocket fuel. Who needs better power poles? I think I've crafted like 2, maybe 4 medium electrics. And I will not regret my decisions on that part. I do have the big guys at least. It's only smalls and bigs though, no mediums or substations. I really should be using substations more, I think. In general, not necessarily right now in this particular save. So I've got the tablets, I've got the steel, I just need the sulfur to be up here, and then I can pull it all into heat shielding there. Do I run it? Yeah, I run it there. So I need this, need this, I need that. Leave space there. I really should not have lined those up, that was silly. Okay, those are the 3 pieces. I want to build it here. Stone tablets are the highest, so they should be on it by themselves. Now, I think oh no, not that. There. Ooh. I think I should just get rid of this. I think that will cause more problems than it would help with. They'll pick those up later. This gives me more space to work with. That I could just move over and use, but bad decisions. There to there. Oops. Well, that's fine. That doesn't look good. This is not a good layout. I think it will work for here, but it does not look good at all. And that's why, because it's not symmetrical. It should be able to be symmetrical. This is also very important. And that's the last step. Now, how do I want to do this? These will scale up here. And they'll have to jump a section and continue. The actual rocket, or whatever they're called, rocket parts, can never search it. The rocket part is made in there and it's just shipping it into that. Okay, it's not a separate thing, which is simple enough. Yeah, it would make sense. I just want to make sure that I don't potentially cause myself problems. I could just put it here. That would be... This is just for launching. And this is for non-cargo rockets. So nothing... needs to come... I need to actually make satellites potentially, but... That looks like it can wait a little bit. Well, it can't wait, but I need to think about how to do it. Does this provide telemetry here, or... Yeah. Does it provide the telemetry in this machine, or does it need a landing pad? I assume it needs cargo landing pad. Yeah, that's so much science. Oh, I can get exoskeleton legs soon. That'll be nice. And uranium. I'll be able to do nuclear power sooner than I was thinking. I might need to send a couple rockets for uranium, but... And a bunch of stuff needs to be built, but... That's fine. Okay, so if I don't need the landing pad, then I don't need to worry about it. I think... I'm just gonna make this horrible. I'm just gonna do the wrong thing and just sort of route it all to it right now. Because short term, this will be fine. Though this one actually is a problem. So those are fine like that. Actually gonna change the direction here. I will regret this later. But that's not my problem. That's future me's problem. Just do like that. Oh, that does line up. Cool. Don't do that yet. Just to be sure that I put the productivities in. Future me's problem. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got... I caught it before I started potentially wasting productivity. So let's have to get all of the... Oh, I don't have radar yet. Glass... I need to get accumulators automated, but other than that, I think I just need to pick up all that stuff. Productivities are in a weird spot over here. That's a lot of productivities. I'd be happy if it was that many speed upgrades. Maybe, but I definitely don't need that many of those right now. Okay. And the rocket parts get built. Yeah, this will go smoothly. I just need to get the satellites. Yeah. I don't need to deal with these problems. Future me does. No regrets. Okay, how do I do accumulators? Can I do them in my hands? It's probably a bad idea. It's a bad idea to do that by hand. Where my batteries are linked to my sulfuric acid. My batteries are down here. I already have iron. Okay, time to make it really bad. Or really badly. Accumulators are normal crafting, I assume. What's the ratio? 5 to 2. Probably can't do them all. I could do them on one belt. It wouldn't be a huge issue, but I can probably just do some basic assembling machine stuff. Ooh, wait, no, it's higher batteries, so I need more batteries than... Okay, these accumulators shall now accumulate. And then I can get to work on this. We could go even... like... I mean, Terminators are not the same, but Terminators just sort of destroy stuff around them, right? Do I have a chest for solar panels? I don't think I do. I guess the Terminators only send back copies of the Terminator. They don't really send back... well, they sort of have people, but not really. I've never actually watched any of the Terminator movies. I just know the general thing because they're referenced eternally. I need radar. I really don't want to manually craft radar. But I don't want to set it up right now, so I'm just going to pick up some iron plates and make 4. That's enough for now, for what I'm doing now, so okay. I think Terminator 1 is good, Terminator 2 is good or great, and then all the other ones are at least somewhat questionable. Okay, so I'm making 4, so 200 of these. 200 low density is 4 stacks. 40, 40, 200, 400. So that's the low densities. Solar accumulators, those are fine, and the rocket fuel. I don't have a chest for rocket fuel. Okay, that's... oh yeah, rocket fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have enough for 2 from rocket fuel right now. Are these 10 wide? Perfect, so I can get rid of some of this for the moment. Rocket fuel accumulators, I need the glass. I don't have a glass chest. I probably would benefit from it. 200 is enough for 2. Now it's just solar panels and accumulators. And then I can launch and get some telemetry and then figure out how I'm going to feed that in to my research, which will be filtered inserters from the right side. Yes, further down. Down here. The wonders of being able to carry an entire navigation satellite in your backpack. 2 navigation satellites even. They don't stack, which is a shame. Yes, I actually need to be able to craft I get 200 telemetry that then turns into the research, so I still need to be able to craft the research itself. Which can be handled manually for now. Yep, I figured that would be an issue. Oh, you know what? That was not why I thought that would be an issue. This is a case of my bad habit. I should always make it so that it does that in case I eventually do both sides. Okay, so this will go a bit more. Put one in there. That will launch within the hour. Within an hour, not within the hour, because I don't think it's launching within the next 10 minutes. Then I need to automate electric furnaces. Oh no. That's annoying, but I can get electric furnaces, which need heat shielding, which I can pull, steel plates I can pull. Advanced circuits are already made. I need steel furnaces. Steel furnaces are bricks, stone, and steel. Stone. Okay, that's annoying. Yes. Soon. Soon. I think it will be fine. Oh, that meteor actually did break stuff for once. It's the first, like, actually broken thing in a while. That just looks wrong. Ooh, that's really bad. Such a... Oh wait, but it doesn't really matter. More concrete. How's my train doing? I bet it's refueled at least once. No, I bet it hasn't. I bet this is the second time it's done this loop since I started today. Because it only needs to do the loop about once an hour. You know what? commit to doing some concreting. It'd be kind of interesting if biters somehow spread something that you had to deal with for concrete. I don't know, I feel like I'm spreading like creep, which I don't know. I only know it's a term for StarCraft. Oh, the rocket is existing. I was here just in time. It actually was within the hour. Cool. I'm gonna press launch and see what happens and hope I don't regret it by not setting a destination. It says general vicinity, so it should be fine. Oh, there goes the rocket. Satellite was launched into orbit and is capable of seeing whole planet. You have unlocked something. You've unlocked the navigation satellite. This will automatically chart the area you are viewing while in remote view. Interesting. So if I put a navigation satellite and I look here, it would show me that. It's kind of cool. Weapons cache? What is a requester? Strong boxes. I don't think that's from a mod that's not supposed to do this, I think. That doesn't seem right. The combat mechanics must be what adds that, and that's not how that should work. Because I think getting a railgun in this sort of way does not make sense to me. Oh, it's a one-time freebie? Okay. That's useful. I still probably won't use the railgun, because I'll be like, oh, I don't want to waste it. It's just a random rock. That's weird. Oh, I'm out of rocket fuel. Why am I out of rocket fuel? Because the left one's eating it all. Okay. I would kind of default to not using that till I could actually get it. Yeah. What would I do with requester chest? Probably... I mean, I think I would use the requester chest probably to set up, like, basic robots. I really don't want to do the whole system for setting up robots. And if I can do the robots to build the robots, that'll be nice. Kind of wasteful, though. I mean, it's... I could use it for robots and then just stop using it for robots. Should probably pin... Oh, wait, is that always going to be highlighted, or... I guess that's always going to be highlighted for the satellites. So you've lost your cache, maybe? Okay, I'm gonna add a tag so I don't lose it. This cache is actually very close to where I've already been, which is convenient. Okay, so now I'm distracted. I need to be able to convert this into research. Speed modules are easy. I just need electric furnaces. Electric furnaces are not really that bad. I just don't like using stone, but I have stone here. I didn't leave my space properly. This is where I was supposed to be making the next type of science. I didn't leave myself enough space. That's a silly goof. I guess I can do it further, or I can just not need more concrete. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. To be able to look at stuff that I need. It zooms in slightly more than I want, but oh, if I zoom in like here, I can check some weird stuff. Oh goodness, that's disgusting. I think loading this is a bad idea. Just from a general purpose. Oh, is that actually the world border? It is. Cool, I found it. That's what I was looking for. That's an island. With a little path there, maybe. So that gives an idea of the world size, I think. Yeah, I should have the space. I just need to... If there's a button... Do I have to press... No. Issue was... Oh, is it this one? No. It was the text went by too quickly. I keep listening it. If I'm assuming it could be enough. I need to launch one more, which seems unlikely. Because I could do it manually. Kind of curious about the edge of the map, at least. Yeah, these outer nests are really quite unpleasant looking. I'm gonna just use the internet. And see if they have a... Oh, I should probably type Factorio because the words space exploration are not specific enough. Okay, it's not the same mass uncover map. Yeah, the railgun will be pressing N. That does not seem like it. Universe Explorer, select any surface, scroll down, info panel on the right and hit scan. How to go to Universe Explorer? Oh, I might have to launch one more satellite, okay. Well, yeah, it's the season of snow. It should be snowing in November. And it snowed here a bit as well. I love snow. If it weren't for the reality of its impact on, like, drivers and moving around, it would definitely be the best weather. But it can cause a lot of problems. It's not really the best weather. So I would need to launch one more satellite. And then I think I'll be able to scan the entire map. See, the issue with this is I don't anymore. But, like, it's just nice. Like, shoveling isn't fun. Walking, it's a major calf workout when the paths aren't clear. But it looks nice. It makes it a lot brighter at night because of, you know, it reflects so much. I think I just do my science up here. I don't think I need to scale my concrete upwards. I need to scale it to the right next, and that's far away. I think I'll just do my science above it. Like, personally I like the cold. Like, if I don't need to be outside for super extended periods of time, I would take walking in minus 20, minus 25 Celsius, which is comparable in Fahrenheit. I would take it over walking in plus 25 any day. I should run this downwards. Well. Oh, 80-second craft time. That's slow. So I really don't need it to be... Well, I don't need it to be fast because it's slow. This will be my telemetry. I will actually just place a chest, fill it with telemetry, and output it. This will be grabbed from a distance. I have way too much garbage in my inventory as always. I mean, I think the ideal temperature, personally, I can't convert it to Fahrenheit because the math, while not difficult, I never remember it. Like, I think the ideal temperature is like 5 to 10, well, 5 to 15 Celsius. But I much prefer cold to hot. I could improve my steel. I don't need to yet. Now I got sidetracked again, thinking about temperature. Oh yeah, I can check what I'm doing remotely. These, which needs iron. Just bulk craft some stuff. These should be automated long ago. And I shouldn't be manually crafting circuits, but... This will all go here. These definitely only need... Oh, yeah, 'cause I'm crafting those, that's not right. I should should not be handcrafting any regular inserters. There's kind of positives and negatives to temperate temperatures, though. Like, if you live near water, like the coast, it can often be more temperate. But then that means more of like rain. And I think I prefer, well, ignoring shoveling and stuff, I think I prefer snow to rain most of the time. Which is probably why I prefer cold over temperate. Though, cold means that the rain can be freezing rain, and that's much more dangerous than just rain. Okay, it's almost halfway. Still limited by telemetry. I could scale that up trivially easily. I should definitely put down more of these. Even if I don't really need it, it bothers me. That will improve this. It'll get the second launch, then I can reveal the whole map and see that the biters are dangerous. Oh, I should check these like border areas quickly. Make sure I'm not about to feed any biters. Well, this would be good for artillery and... Oh, it's orbital lasers and stuff are probably the biggest use for remote radar. Given that I assume they don't have a practical range limit. Okay, that one's gonna be an issue soon. The rest might spread. Okay. Science needs stone to make furnaces, bricks and steel. I'm building bricks here. I can send them over and up. I can send steel up from here. Oh yeah. You can do remote tanks, can't you? I forgot. Can you do remote tanks? No, you can't do remote tanks. Oh, it's not at this without other stuff. Do you need to add something if you want to do remote controlled tanks? I could probably just... Ooh. That's something to worry about. I do like that they are, you know, clearly in like suspended animation and not... They don't need to be simulated in any way. Oh yeah, it's weird stuff. It's a weird system, whatever it is. It's so weird. That really doesn't make sense to me, that's how you remotely drive a tank. But it is how you remotely drive a tank. I can get that. I probably can't fill it up remotely without the various special machines. I guess, yeah, it's sort of... I guess you're looking down on the world from your orbiting satellite. I'm moving on a belt, I can't be distracted for too long here. Okay, 78, 79. So, if I want to make furnaces, I can produce them down here, and I don't need that many. I really don't. Yeah, though I think that's what, this, I don't know if it's combat mechanics specific, but there's some sort of... No, it's not the equipment gantry. There might be some way to do it with equipment gantries. I don't really know how they work. I just know equipment gantries exist for the purpose of interacting with stuff more remotely, but it could just be placing stuff down in the first place. This is probably a little bit unnecessary. It would craft really quick. That's good enough. Then I need stone bricks and steel plates. That might be giving myself too much space. Oh no, this is wrong. This needs to merge with steel somehow. Oops, misclick. This is not good. Yeah, I'm mostly thinking about how I like having them later. But I guess it's probably something where at most I just need to buffer them for when I actually craft using them. And if I create enough of a buffer for them, then I'm kind of good. I definitely don't need to split it this way, but I'm gonna stick with it. Because even if I need a ton of them later, I just sort of... I'll need to draw from a large enough. If I draw from a buffer, it will be easy. And I can make very big buffers if I want to. I shouldn't, but I could. Oh, the heat shields are here. Yeah. There's the heat shields, there's the steel. This was a lot simpler than I thought it would be. This is all in the right area. Ooh. That sounds like a great time. Terrorbirds are a classic creature. Though, unrelated to fantasy terrorbirds. I think there was news recently that some terrorbirds that were assumed to be like carnivorous might have been more herbivorous, which is kind of neat. That sounds like a fun time. Having birds take out a train. Don't really need both of those. So this feeds in probably just split. Oh, you know what? I did forget the most important part. This will be good enough for now. Actually, if I'm gonna do this, I might as well do the worst setup imaginable. Okay, so this will give me the furnaces, circuits, heat, and steel. So that. Okay. What is the demand? Circuits are high demand, heat shield is low demand. Okay, heat shields will run more flexibly. So I split it. I split right here is restricted to sulfur. And that can merge. Ooh, that broke my counting. I have to adjust my counting. Sure, typoed. I got distracted. Well, it was mostly just to make sure I didn't steal too many of these. Yeah. I just... liked what was set up. So this one needs to merge with this one. And this one needs to not merge. Wrong direction. I didn't leave myself a good amount of space. This is a bad plan. Even worse plan. I'm distracted for a moment. I'm just trying to think. Oh no, these are not heat shields. Shoot. That's a mistake. Those are, they look like heat shields, but they're stone plates. Stone tablets. I can still work with it, but that's a mistake. Underwater caving. On the topic of a submerged cave, underwater caving is very, very dangerous. How does... I'm just circling back. How do terror birds take out a train? Are they like less rugged trains than priority left? Then would be pictured. Oh no, I'm just back to the Zosit's Pathfinder campaign where their train is they're gonna have a terror birds attack a train. That's one too high. Terror birds attack a train. Ah. So they're like, oh, stuff is in there trying to get in, but like, I guess are they attacking a train at... This is a terrible way to do this. I just am overcommitted. Are they attacking a stopped train? Okay, they should work now. Or are they like crazy and they jump onto a moving train? Though jumping onto a moving train can be more or less dangerous, depending on context. Because like slow moving, very... Well, I was gonna say very safe. That's overstating it. If something's moving slow enough, it's a lot less dangerous than it would be. I can picture a very hectic... I can picture a very hectic scene. Okay. So that's one component for the research. Which is practical. I think I just do these in a lazy way. Like, obviously I want to automate the crafting itself, but might as well deal with routing it later. If I even need to deal with routing it. If the demand is... When the demand is extant. Because yeah, I'll need it more later. But for now, it's better to get other stuff working. Yeah, actually. Actually, yeah, if you can craft a bunch of... If science can be handled effectively in a space manufactory, which is, I'm assuming, the most efficient option, that will simplify the research long term. Just deal with it at a drop pod. Or a landing pad. This. A lot of steel furnaces. I still think I should steal some steel furnaces, so I don't have to manually craft them later. Okay. That's one step underway. Is this ready to launch? It is. Can I do it right here? I can. There's rocket number 2, and then I can hopefully reveal the map. What? I'll look into Space Manufactory later. I really don't need those. Satellite observed some orbiting space platform. There might be useful stuff up there. Open the Universe Explorer, select Novus Orbit, and click View Surface to take a peek via start producing electric power by solar panels. I guess that's the random base platform they mentioned. Launch more satellites to start. Yeah, okay. U for Universe Explorer, Novus Orbit, View Surface. Radar construction pylon. Space capsule. Bunch of ruins and flat solars. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff here. Ooh, space rails. That's kind of cool. I mean, other than all the ruins, it helps a lot to not have to do everything default. Click. Nope. Oh, press a button in the corner. This? No, not that. The only way I know how to check it is via electric cables, and there are no cables up here. Oh, that thing. Oh, the radar! The radar is how power is moved and supplied. 15.5 megawatts. A roboport, telescope. Ooh, interesting. Yeah. The radar construction pylon has a 256 by 256 construction and vision area. Space copper. That's going to be interesting to figure out how this works. Water ice. Specifically water ice. That's interesting. Yeah, that's really neat. Wait, why are there two? Why are there two? Radar construction pylon, radar construction pylon. Post-process. Combat mechanics overhaul. That is the bot networks. The bots can go all the way to there. That's pretty funny looking. Unclaimed items right here. It's fine. But now I can go to Novus and scan the surface. And it will go slow for a bit. I bet. That's quite cool. This is like one of those, like CPU tests, GPU tests, where you can use it to see how your computer handles a load and how many threads it can process at a time. But I'm assuming filtered through Factorio, obviously. Surface scan progress, chunk 3210, radius 1088, octant 2. What? I don't know what a radiodont is. It sounds like it should be something like an intellidont, but that's totally unrelated. Okay, yes, it's the weird guys. Anomalocaris type big guys. I'll grab my telemetry and then figure out speed modules, solid fuel, and electronic circuits. I make solid fuel right here. It's all getting converted. I can make a separate one. I have circuits nearby. I should probably have a separate. I should make one more and produce my stuff where I actually need it. Ooh, copper. I need to upgrade the copper. I think that, to me, that seems to make sense. Shrimps, crawdads, and the like are odd. Okay. I probably want an upgraded splitter here. I want at least 2 upgraded splitters, probably. I am kind of short on ore. Why is this robot so committed? I need to fix my copper ore. My copper is coming from there. That is quite a nice view. Being able to see that whole area. And it makes it easier to plan places to defend, actually. Because if I cut off there, that whole section's fine. Cut off. I don't know whether they can pass there. I don't think they can. Like, that's already blocked off. So if I clear however this far goes, it becomes much more manageable. Tortoises are funny. The idea of something evolving to have a shell. Well, I mean turtles as well. It just seems funny. But then it goes backwards and there's a lot of interesting... Ooh, wait, no, this is actually going as expected. Ooh. Probably don't want to have too much of a buffer. Oh, my sulfur is not enough because this makes sense. That doesn't make sense. I want to copy that. Yeah, okay, I can see why this is not going the smoothest. Because this isn't even connected. I sometimes hate these robots. Okay, I think that's fixed. I mean, a lot of that, you know, there's very little reason that I can think of that it wouldn't be able to do. That sort of stuff. No, I heard about a hinged tortoise. This is totally unrelated. But if a hinged tortoise, hingeback tortoise, where they sort of close themselves in more? They can protect their rear legs more, which is kind of the exact opposite. Okay, so I need... Okay, that did fix my sulfur problem. It didn't fix my copper problem because I got distracted. Am I carrying drills? No, I'm not. I'm glad I checked. So many... There's a lot more variety in turtles and tortoises than I imagined. Like I always like, oh, they're just turtles or turtles, but these weird, small, specific things that set some turtles and tortoises apart from others. Which is funny. I figure out what... I don't have them yet. But what is the... Okay, this is the most important research by far. Elevated rails are really nice. But they need concrete. I want that. Signal transmission is definitely important. Power armor is... Oh no, meteor defense. Okay. That is definitely the second most... And then the umbrella. Those are the most important researches. For sure. Grab some concrete. This should work mostly. I need to pay attention. Oh, that was 2 meteors in a short span of each other. I don't think I set this up correctly with the wires. I also am using the wrong wire type for what I just crafted. Oh, so that's probably the key difference. If I was using medium poles in these exact positions, it would be fine. That makes sense. I will not accept medium poles, though. Oh, why do I have those? Those are useless. Excellent. I'm now committed to not using medium poles. And it's your own fault. Yeah, it's so much better. I'm very glad for that. Okay. I don't know if that's a bad thing to include. It really might be, but... I'm not going to use this other line of ore yet, so it's kind of bad to build it. Because I don't actually have space for it. Oh, wait. I definitely shouldn't build that because I'm going to convert to higher tier belts for copper. Which means that if I merge them there, it's fine. I'm getting sidetracked, but I do need the copper. I need to get speed upgrades crafting. I keep delaying that, and it will be a problem. Okay, upgrade planner. Oh, I could do this remotely right now. Find the copper line and... those, upgrade those. Upgrade that stuff. Some of these might not need to be upgraded. But I think up to here I kind of think I should try to upgrade. Because this splitter is going to send more to the right than to the left. Yeah. Though the size itself then will end up necessitating more eating and stuff. Still have a lower population in a given area. That's still a bottleneck. I'll deal with that in the future. Really should not have pre-placed those shadows. They're very annoying at this stage. Robot, place this, please. Place this, please, robot. Thank you. It was kind of the fun, like, walking with dinosaurs. Kind of dramatized stuff a little bit. And it always gets to the point where it's like, in the Diplodocus episode segment. So I was like, now they're big enough, they'll never be preyed upon because they're just the biggest land animal ever. Okay, I need to grab some underground belts. I need to manually craft some splitters. Novus chunk. Something. That's so cool. This is such a small... This such a... Area is a funny thing. I'm not even halfway to the radius, which means I'm nowhere near the total area. I actually do need those. Circuits and gear wheels. Let's go steal some circuits. I don't know. I don't live in Africa. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, but they probably might attack young elephants. My input is still insufficient for the upgrade, but that can be dealt with in time. I guess we'll keep this supplied more effectively. Might need more along the way. Got distracted by my upgrades. Upgrade that over time. Steel circuits here. The weirdly committed robot. I guess it picked its target kind of early. Because I mean, it's sort of one of those things where it isn't just down to size. Because like humans hunt elephants, but like tools and stuff are important there, where you don't really have a lion with a gun. Oh no, misclick. Is that a yellow belt? Yes, it was. Oh, I should limit the... I can limit the upgrader. I can make a custom version of the upgrade thing to only do to reds. I should consider that. Oh, that seemed like that changed. No, these... Oh, yeah, concrete. Yeah. Actually, there's some weird idea that I didn't read much about. It was in the... I heard it in the news late, but, like, places in Japan were considering... Or there was some idea. It might just be like a random idea that someone suggested and was never even remotely a serious consideration. About running conveyor belts between cities for, like, shipping stuff. It's funny to think about. that idea actually being put into place. I think I'll upgrade to there. I think after that it's better to leave it. Yes, 10 minutes. Well, my rockets are fine. You caught me. I lost track of time. Okay, I'm very close to science. I could cheat. Manually craft these. Where did I want to do these? Solid fuel. Oh, he has crafting. Crafting these. I can craft them over here? That seems like a bad idea. I might do that anyway, even if it's a bad idea. Yes, this is manual. I'm embracing the bad ideas for now. Or bad practices. This needs to pull from there, so it needs to pull from both. Then I get... This is the ultimate form of laziness. I don't know if that's a different type of input. I hope it isn't. There. There. Power pole. Oh, I just need oil. Okay. That's the hookup point. This will truly be awful. That lined up remarkably well. I don't really have enough of that, but that's fine for now. These will produce slowly. I have all the components to start making the science. I just need to dump it into a chest. That's a lot of furnaces. That's very wasteful for now. I should probably limit that more. I'll need a lot eventually, but it's wasteful to carry that much right now. Oh, power. Doing this preemptively. Oh. I need to respond to that. That's not that bad. I can deal with that later. Whoops, that power pole's gonna be in the way. Worst setup. That's actually very much the worst setup because it's not going to split. This won't work. I'll need to change that. I'll leave it for the moment. Yeah, well, considering everything is not too bad. Yes. It is a science setup. At least it's not handcrafted somehow, which is impossible, but it is kind of interesting, because I think until I got more... where? I thought this was where I got hit. Was this not where I got hit? Oh. Okay. Until I started getting the actual, big map, I thought getting hit 2 or 3 times only, like the few times that I got hit, felt lucky. But it's a big map. It's probably restricted to, like, some radius to make it actually dangerous, but... I thought I was lucky, and now I feel I'm probably not lucky the number of times I've been hit. I haven't been hit centrally, so it's fine, but... Oh, processing units. That's a future me problem. Another future me problem. But processing units are always a pain. These will go into a chest. Yeah. I have not productioned labs. I also had the almost the perfect number of productions. Cool. Oh. True science. I need copper. Now I need to figure out... This will need to filter, whitelist, orange, filter, blacklist, orange. So any of the ones going right to left need to move the orange. Left to right. Oh, wrong one. Left to right. Don't move the orange. So that will work. I need one more production. Am I undersupplying coal? No, they just grabbed from only one side. I'm lost in this base. It's not even that complicated. I can't remember where that location is. Okay, there's all those are productivity'd. Now I've got 32 rocket science. That doesn't seem... That does not seem right. Ah, yes. That's why it's not right. I'm gonna fix this. it's not going to be good. I'm going to fix it. In the jankiest way possible. Oh, these ingredients are weird. Okay, this and this. So that will provide me what I need. Slowly, but it will work. Yeah, that's really slow. This is really a bad setup. But it's probably close to good enough for now. It needs a little more, I think, to be considered good enough. Because it's just not enough speed modules. But I can start the science. Can get to moving. I got further today than I expected to, which is acceptable. I didn't think I'd actually get the science going. It's not good at all because this could be running, but it isn't because this is all sitting at the bottom, but tiniest bit of science complete. It's so slow. I should try productivity this as well, actually. It's already... maybe not. I don't need it to be more efficient, really. The only thing that would benefit would be from the speed modules, but it's just so slow. Yeah. It's not really rocket science. It's just sort of... kind of. Yeah, it just sort of... The biggest expense on those is the speed modules, kind of. Yes. Oh wait, that's way too many. I can't shift click if it's like that. Okay, I guess the telemetry is very expensive, but it's not that bad. Probably for the best, though. 10% speed for 8%, or for 4%. 20% speed for 8% productivity. It's probably worth it. Yeah. My oil is working. How much am I draining oil? I am using more oil than I am producing, seemingly. Which means I've been draining it a lot recently. Oh, has this buffer? Yep. I don't have any speeds in here. I probably could... Ooh, power's low. That's a bigger problem. 4... 12... And it's twice as much. There are 24 boilers. I'm gonna fix this before I stop today, that's for sure. Because if I don't fix this, I will come back and I'll be not running any power. Probably short on copper. Okay, I need 2 more. Nope. I shouldn't be crafting motors. I think it's a little under 24. I thought I had one day 4 hours yesterday, so I have one day 1 hour. So I have 25 hours. Which doesn't feel too bad. Like I might be able to get nuclear stuff going before then to supply a steam system. I'm not certain about nuclear, but it might be achievable. Processing units are pretty expensive, but like 40 megawatts, I would need 5 times 2. Nope, 5. I need like 8 reactors, and I think I would be fine. Oh yes, adjacency bonus. I forgot about adjacency. I think I can do that in 24 hours. So that might be a valuable goal. I was checking something before I stopped. What was I checking? Yes, I need to actually place down all the power stuff. Yes, so I should get that moving before yeah, because I can craft them now. I can craft them now before I get to nuclear, so it can be more productive. I really should just make a blueprint of this, huh? Like, boom. Basic steam. And I should set it up for tiling. That was silly. Okay, this setup is fine because it's just not being built in the order that I wish it was. That's fine. Okay, power looks acceptable. Might still place 1 more. Yeah, the robots don't prioritize stuff how I wish they did. Like, I wish they placed, like, belts first so that stuff started moving. I didn't do the math right. Oh, wait, no, I overcrafted boilers. I did do the math correct, I just ignored the math. This should tide me over, I hope, until nuclear. Yes. I should pay attention to that. I'm assuming the 124 per second means it's totally fine. Was this increased with 2.0. I think pre 2.0 it was like a 10. So I think it would be an issue now, but then 2.0 like multiplied stuff by 10 or something. So you didn't need to spam a bunch of pumps. That's power. This is good progress. This is working. Speed upgrades are bad. That setup is not sufficient, but I can deal with that in the future. I think I could speed upgrade this. I think that wouldn't be bad. Those batteries will be there forever. So, I should check the map. That is super cool. Every time I zoom out, I really like seeing the distribution of biters. Well, I'm gonna save and quit because I'm not gonna make more progress today because I should stop. And I didn't want time to pass in game. Though I say that, I'm gonna load it for just a second to give a quick look at what I need to do. Next time I need to get the science moving faster because this is not sufficient science because I need the research to get me to uranium after I get all this import. I guess the umbrella can actually wait because if I have 20 hours, I can wait. Then I do this, then I get the nuclear. I think I want to focus on nuclear. But power armor might be worth picking up along the way. Elevator, there's a lot of stuff. Maybe I should stop. I know I just loaded something that I just saved, but I don't trust myself. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Always fun. Hope your Pathfinder terror birds go well. And I hope they eat at least one person. Not necessarily a player character, just one person. So yeah, have a nice night, day, week, etc. Bye-bye.